Good morning, this is Jack from Sharking the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Thursday, the 13th of February. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it to your charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, looking at ES. Okay, basically, nothing's happened since Monday. We're more or less exactly where we were on Thursday morning, except we are 3 days more advanced. And we've now got, we're now into the Thursday, Friday, Tuesday sequence, which is significantly historically bullish. If we're going to do a retest of this high, this would be the obvious time to do it. So no current divergence. NQ, we've got pretty much the same place. Really, very little has changed since Monday. We've moved around a little, but we've not actually gone anywhere. We've tried to get below the monthly pivot. We're getting back above it on RTY. This one has changed a bit. And on YM, just basically going sideways, forming what may well be a triangle. DAX has now had 2 sell signals fail, and is still powering upwards. We've got a third one now possibly brewing. Hang on, wait a second. Not sure how seriously to take any of those. ESTX, we've still got a 6-minute sell signal fixed. It hasn't failed yet. We will see how it goes. But I think the Europeans are very much on a different path. All right, let's have a look at the bigger picture charts. Okay, first thing to say is ES closed on the daily middle band. SPX closed just slightly above it. The keys basically closed on it. We closed the daily middle band was at 524 yesterday, and the close was at 528. And Dyer got a little below it intraday. I was expecting to see that, and we basically closed on it. The daily middle band was at 443.47, and the close was at 443.63. So we're still holding all of the support that we were looking at on those three. IWM has changed a bit. IWM, we're significantly below the daily middle band. We had a close which is at 223 with the band at 226. This is the weak one anyway. I'm not sure how seriously to take that. I'm thinking not particularly, but this was weak. And one thing we did lose was this nice flag setup that we've got here. Could this be a double top? Maybe, yes. But we lost this trend line here. We could still potentially go to that as a target, but it's less likely than it was. So we shall see. All right, no current divergence on the 15-minute. Let's have a look at the 15-minute chart on SPX. No divergence currently. This could easily be a bull flag as part of a larger triangle. On the Qs, still got a very nice looking triangle there, which could break up at any time, and has a definite bullish lean. And Dyer still looks like a triangle forming. So really, we've moved around quite a bit. We've given a decent test to the daily middle bands, but really nothing has changed yet. Now we could see a breakdown from here today. But I've got to say, historically, we got a bullish lean, and the technical setup would look better if we went up and did some high retests. We will see how that goes. But on Monday, I was talking about the very promising setup on NDX. That's the best thing on the charts at the moment, and we still got that. And I'm still liking it. This looks like a little ABC. We will see how that goes. All right, great. Let's have a look at DAX, which is powering up. So don't know what's got into the Europeans, frankly, but it really has been heading higher very, very fast. We've got quite a lot of negative divergence here, but we've gone through the trend line that I was thinking might hold. Nick, still kicking around below the daily middle band. So nothing really particularly interesting happening there. Okay, DX. We had a bit of a spike up yesterday. We've come back. I'm still thinking we may well go back and retest this high. ZB, I'm thinking very much we may go back and retest this high to form a double top. I'm not really seeing a viable head and shoulders here. We could set up a nice looking double top here with a retest of this high that could take us lower, or potentially could take us higher if we go through that. I'm leaning towards lower, but we'll see. CL, we had a double bottom here and it failed and went back to a retest of the low. We've got a possible 60-minute buy signal brewing here, and it's trying to fix at the moment, and we've got a possible larger double bottom. If we see a sustained breakup over 73.6, this would have a target in about the 76.9 area, which would bring us back up to here and open up a potential retest of this high. We'll see how that goes, but we've still got a head and shoulders here, potentially, yeah, that has broken down, and obviously we haven't broken above the right shoulder high. NG has headed straight up and is going back into a retest this high here in the 3.77 area. GC has been struggling a bit. SI, 60-minute sell signal is fixed again, and I'm thinking now we've got a pretty nice looking head and shoulders. Look at this. It's not the most obvious thing on the chart, but this would be the left shoulder here. This would be the head. This would be the right shoulder. Yesterday, it was a poor quality head and shoulders. It turns here, this is a nice head and shoulders. So if we see a sustained break below 31.8, then that could take us back into a retest this low in the 30 area. On HG, we've got a potential double top here. We've got a 60-minute sell signal brewing. I'm wondering about this potentially as a double top as well. So we will see how it goes. On the currencies, there's not really a great deal to see. KC is going back up into a retest of the high. That could be a short-term double top. SB, still got a potential inverted head and shoulders, right shoulder forming, and I'm thinking we could see a sizable move up as and when that completes. CC, still consolidating, likely setting up a retest this high, but we haven't got it yet. ZW, we've got a potential bull flag forming here, but we're kicking around waiting to see what happens with these double tops on corn. Still got a nice one here. On soy, we've still got a nice one here too, and this is broken down with a target in about the 980 area, I think. Looking at CT, we've got a possible bear flag forming here on lumber. Keeping an open mind, don't really have a pattern set up at all. Live cattle, very nice looking potential bull flag here. Lovely resistance trend line. So I'm thinking this is likely to break up sooner rather than later and set up a retest of this high. And lean hogs has already gone back and retested the high I was expecting to see retested, and we don't have any negative divergence at the moment. Okay, just to recap on ES, we've basically not really moved in a technical sense since Monday. We were holding daily middle band as support on Monday. We're still holding it, apart from on RTY. We've got no sell signals here, and this looks more like a bullish consolidation than anything else. We've got a lot of news coming through at the moment, and it may well be that will feed through, and certainly the news has been causing a few shocks, and to be honest, I'm expecting that to be kind of a feature of the year. I'm expecting to see more shocks, but I am thinking we could be setting up for a larger retracement, and I'm thinking that it would still be improved by a retest of the high, and I'm still thinking we've got a decent chance of doing that. But if we are going to do it, I'm expecting to see that in the next 3 trading days: today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. Tuesday is strongly bullish. I think tomorrow is strongly bullish. Today is fairly strongly bullish. If we're going to do it, this would be the time to see it. So we will see how that goes. All right, brilliant. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow morning, and we will see how that goes. But I think it's now time to put the pedal to the metal if we are going to see that. It doesn't have to go straight up today, but we really need to see some upward progress in the next day or two, or this is not going to happen, despite the favourable historical stats. All right, great. Cheers, guys. Catch you tomorrow.